What's up, Sixers fans? Welcome back. Look, first of all, I want to give a quick shout out to my subscriber, Brother Hood. He most accurately predicted the Sixers score last night. He said 118, 109. Sixers won what? 118, 113. So, kudos to you. Kudos to you, Brother Hood. I said 116, 103. Should have been that if the Sixers played any defense, but it happens. It happens. I took a couple notes last night during my live stream of what I wanted to talk about today. First and foremost, I think Joel Embiid played at 45% last night and still managed to put up 31 and 11. So kudos to you. Not even that. The guy had 9 assists. How many turnovers did he have? 6. Well, that's a lot. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But, dude, he really put the team on his back, when we needed it. He got some big-time buckets. He is still a stud. Even when he's 45%, he's still the best player on the court, which shows you a lot. I want to say Matisse Thybulle. I was tweeting this out all night last night. Follow my Twitter. If you don't, it's gregmelly27. That is gregmelly27. One more time, gregmelly27. Gregmelly27. I tweeted out a lot, man. Matisse Thybulle is arguably the best help defender in the entire NBA. And when we're playing a 2-3 zone, he is an all-defensive first-team caliber player. He is absolutely unstoppable as a zone defender. He might just be the best zone defender in the NBA. Him and Ben Simmons at the top. I know Ben was out last night, but in the future, him and Ben Simmons at the top of a 2-3 zone, the length, the deflections, the defensive energy, holy shit. Sign me up for that. It's crazy that Ben Simmons leads the NBA in deflections and Matisse Thybulle leads the NBA in deflections per 36. So it shows you the defensive versatility that we bring out. The lack of Ben Simmons on the defensive end showed a lot last night. It really did. Ben Simmons is an incredible defender. So arguably the best defender in the NBA. So, it shows. It shows that defensively we broke down a little bit. Who would have thought the best plus-minus was Furkan Korkmaz? Not me, because the guy went 1 of 4 from 3 and did nothing else. So let's get into some videotapes here. This is NBA.com. I've seen Funky Diabetic, who is an NBA YouTuber, use this site, and he's not getting copyrighted, and I got copyrighted big time for doing MLG highlights, so I'm not even going to bother doing that anymore. I'm just going to go straight to this. There we go. Embiid, first bucket of the game, 0-0, and he does a step-back jumper at the elbow. That takes crazy skill. Obviously, very few players can do that. And then the trailing three-pointer. Look at that. Cash money. Easy. When his shots fall on like that, he is extremely, extremely legit. Another challenging shot on the baseline. When Embiid's jumpers fall on, he's the best player in the NBA, arguably. And I forgot how the headband just came off at one point. That's interesting. Didn't even peep that. That is so funny. And the Sixers were dominating. The Sixers really were dominating early on. Embiid looked better. I think tiredness, soreness started to battle back. You could start to see it a little bit in his body movement. That was a phenomenal play. Pump fake. Another pump fake. Working Boogie off the dribble. Boogie's too slow. And a step back shot that should never go in if your name's not a Hakeem Olajuwon. Shows you how good he is, dude. Matisse Thybulle with that awesome help defense, the deflection. Great take by Embiid, too. It's a redundant thing here. The guy had just great basketball. Great basketball plays after great basketball plays. Posts him up. Look at that footwork, man. That footwork to avoid that second help defender is unbelievable. This man's 290 pounds and he's doing this. Another spin move. More great footwork with the hook move. Embiid dominated, man. Dominated. And another step-back jumper. When that shot's falling, he can do anything he wants. Doris Burke was talking about it last night, that it's interesting that, when Embiid's footwork is like this and he's playing the way he is too big for smaller defenders, and he is just too quick for bigger defenders. It's a mismatch 10 times out of 10 every single time he's on the court, and very few players in the NBA are like that. Let's check out Seth Curry's day. He had a really good first half. Tobias Harris had 16 rebounds. That's pretty dope. We like that. We do indeed like that. Taking a little bit of load. I don't understand this. Seth Curry, started the game playing point guard. My man, my subscriber Boz predicted that. He said Seth at the PG. I said, I feel like Tyrese is probably going to get the start, right? Nope. Boz knows more than me. Boz knows Seth's the PG. I'm also rhyming now. That's a great dribbling move. Seth Curry is so much more than just a shooter. And that's awesome. That is so awesome. So awesome. So much more than just a spot-up shooter. And this is the N1-3. That is such a legit shot, bro. Seth Curry is lethal from three. Lethal. Those two are my players of the game. Tobias Harris had a really good fourth quarter, too. He really did. But Seth went 8 of 13 from the field. This man didn't miss. He's allergic to missing. And when he misses, I'm like, whatever. It's the same thing with Isaiah Joe. Now I'm going to talk about Isaiah Joe a little bit after Seth splashes this three. Bucket. Isaiah Joe, to me, is everything I love and a reason why everything I hate in Mike Scott, if that makes sense. For one, Isaiah Joe, I tweeted this out last night on my Twitter, gregmelly27, gregmelly27. I tweeted it out and I said, Isaiah Joe, every single play that he has up and down the court on the offensive end and the defensive end, every single thing he does is with an intention. Everything he does is with purpose. Everything he does is trying to make a winning impact play. He doesn't just stand around there like Mike Scott in the corner for 25 minutes a night and just ask for the ball and occasionally shoot it. No, Isaiah Joe is a player who does everything with intent. And when his shots are falling, it's just, Cat is just eating my iPhone charger. It's going to take everything for me to not deal with that right now. Isaiah Joe does everything with intent. And when his shots aren't falling, to me, it's not like I get upset and like Furkan Korkmaz just because I think Korkmaz puts up dumb shots all night long, every single time. It's that Isaiah Joe never puts up a bad shot. It seems like every time he shoots it, I'm like, that's going in. And when it doesn't go in, I'm like, that's all right. Shooters shoot. This one didn't go in. The next one will. It's the same exact feeling I have when Seth Curry shoots. Every time he shoots it, I'm like, it's going in. Okay, next one's going in. That's what it is. That's what it is with me and Isaiah Joe. Isaiah Joe is underrated. He went 1 of 6 from the field last night, 1 of 5 from 3, and yet he still had a positive 3, plus minus. The man makes impact plays, always making the right play, Once Isaiah Joe improves his handling ability, dribbling ability, and improves his size, because the guy needs to gain weight. I think I may push him, outlift him right now, and that's not a good sign for anybody involved. Me, Isaiah Joe, the Sixers included. He needs to get bigger, and he needs to become a better dribbler. But with those two attributes that will eventually come, because I think he's the type of guy that's going to constantly improve. He's going to prove me right when I said he's a second-round steal. The steal of the second round. Isaiah Joe has the ability to become a very good player because the way his mentality is, and you can see it. I'm excited to see how Isaiah Joe is going to be in the future of the NBA because I think the Philadelphia 76ers have a sneaky, sneaky good pick there. Remember Shake Milton when we picked him in the second round? He didn't immediately come out and produce at all. But now look at him 2 years later doing his thing. That's what Isaiah Joe will be. He is going to be another shot creator, another guy who can score. And I'm excited for the Sixers this year, but I'm also excited for the Sixers next year and the year after and the year after because we have young talent that looks like they have the mentality that they want to improve. And the winning culture right now in their rookie season is going to make them want to improve even more. It's huge. We're not talking about it enough as a Sixers organization, as a Sixers fan base. Let's shed light to some of these young kids who are going to be legit. Peace out. Great win, Sixers. I'll see you guys next time.